Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. Today I'm going to be doing a double unboxing and a follow-up to a video I did, I think it was in the early summer, where basically if you didn't see it, this is what happened.
I need help.
Patrick, what's the matter? You sound upset.
God, what did you say, you dumb bitch?
Paul Allen told me you're selling your DateJust. I think it's a mistake, man. I really do. I wouldn't do it if I were you. You're gonna regret it.
What am I doing? Don't think I'm gonna make it, G. To the office this afternoon.
Listen. Stay at home, relax. Don't rush into anything. There's tons of great watches at around about that price. I can help you. I'll help you find something good. Okay?
Sounding so sad. Jesus.
I asked the audience what their recommendations were for the best luxury watch under $3,000. He wanted something water resistant because he does have some rather interesting extracurricular activities, so it has to be waterproof and fairly robust, of course, when you're wielding chainsaws and such like. Being the ginormous watch slut and trollop, the watch trollop, hashtag watch trollop that I am, while I was researching for the video and I looked at some amazing watches, I ended up buying one. So yeah, that's the and you can see the title of the video, so you know what it is. First of all, I just want to give a quick couple of thank yous to, let me just get this in. My good friend Blaise actually sent me a copy of this, which, unless you've been living under a rock for the last year, I have yet to read it myself. I've seen it all over social media. Thank you, Blaise, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So I'm going to be enjoying that. Actually, I've just started 7 Pillars of Wisdom, which was recommended by, who was it? Frederick Forsyth, that's it, the writer. It was one of his favorite books. So after I learned that little fact, I had to read it. And of course, being a massive Lawrence of Arabia fan, I had to. So as soon as I finish that, I'm going to start on this. And he also sent, let's just put that there, The Spirit of the Chinese Character. There's a character here which is the Chinese symbol for honor. And Blaise said that, in his opinion, it sums up the spirit of the gentry, and I could not agree more. So thank you so much, my friend. And I do hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. If I'm not, please do share phonetically how to pronounce it in the comments. And another little gift from Dennis in the Black Forest of Germany is this stunning little vintage 60s lacquer. You guys know I love lacquer. In fact, I'm going to review another lacquer again because I think they have a lot of underrated timepieces. This is, if you can hear, the microphone's just here, by the way. It's got a wonderful action to the automatic winding and the manual wind as well. So really cool little vintage piece. Thank you, Dennis, in the Black Forest. Thank you so much. Really, really cool. So we'll get on with the first unboxing, and it is from Christopher Ward. I haven't reviewed a Christopher Ward for donkeys, literally years. I bought one of their 38mm Tridents way back. They've gone through a rebranding. Recently, they've been putting out some absolutely cracking pieces. They really have been doing some amazing things. And then I saw this on their Instagram. I had to get it in. It's gorgeous. Anyway, yeah. Enough rabbiting on it. Let's change perspectives. And yeah, let's have a first initial impressions, first look at their new Trident GMT. Now you'll probably realize or notice that I've changed watches yet again for a very specific reason, because the watch, oh sorry about that ghastly smudge, the watch in here is actually a GMT, so I kind of wanted to compare sizes, so I've quickly popped on good old Hoffman there. Oh, and I should do a quick knife watch check as well. Got old Seiji back, hasn't been on active duty in the unboxings for quite a while. Still a sturdy, very reliable, great knife. Very ergonomic and yeah, just it's a solid knife. Anyway, let's make the first incision and get into this. Right, drum roll please. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, look at that crystal, nice domed crystal. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that little, it's almost like embossed. Is this focusing? There we go. We've got the Trident fork, or Trident arrow, seconds, balance on the seconds. Very subdued orange, kind of almost mimicking patina. Love the bezel. 120 click. Is it bidirectional? No, it's single. It's uni. That's interesting for a 24-hour. Oh, you can see the blue, that blue hue of the anti-reflective coating. Let's put it back. Really good action, very solid action. Wow, look at the crown. My god, look at the beveling as well. Really beautifully polished. We've got brushed on the top. Look at that profile. It's quite slender. So this is obviously just an unboxing, initial impressions. The strap is gorgeous. Love that orange. Kind of complements the other orange beautifully. And the dial layout. It's almost like a pipe hand dial. Is that just the crystal giving it that effect? I can't really tell. No. It slopes. Look at the markers for the hours. It's going already. We've got luminescence on the tip. So we got the date there, the new Christopher Ward logo. Let's actually give it a wind. Oh no screw down crown. Interesting. Very smooth. I can't even feel it. Is it even winding? I can't tell. It's very smooth. Doesn't feel like an ETA, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let's have a look at the back. Trident fork there. It's wonderful relief with the sandblasted finish. Oh, we got the we got the bolt action spring bars. Very nice. Italian vintage oak leather. I like that. Love the crystal. It's very vintagey feel, but yet modern at the same time. You could see why I had to get it in. This is rather refreshing because everybody's, in my opinion, is doing stuff far too vintage. There needs to be balance, and this is what grabbed me about it. I really like the crown. I think the proportions are great. I love the layout of the dial. We've got double marker at 12. This is really going to be enjoyable to test out, I must admit. Yeah, let's pop it on the wrist and see how it wears. Now, I have tiny wrists, as you guys know, but I love the strap. It's this kind of suede. It reminds me a bit like of my Chukka boots, but a little bit more tanned. My Chukka's a darker brown. So just to give you a quick size comparison, it is substantially larger. Well, it's mostly dial. There's a lot of dial there compared to the Rolex. The Rolex is surprisingly being only a millimeter smaller. I think there's a bigger lug to lug as well. Certainly a wider lug width. I'll cover all the dimensions, performance, all the rest of it in the full review. So stay tuned. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I must say I'm impressed. This is the first of the new Christopher Wards since their rebranding that I've got in. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to review this. Anyway, let's take it back to the studio. I've got to say, it's giving me a bit of a Panerai feel, which I didn't expect. The quality is certainly much higher than their previous watches. I don't know what they've been doing, but whatever they are, they're doing it right. For $1,000, this does not feel like a $1,000 watch. This feels like a $4,000 watch. It really does. I love the layout of the dial. I think they've got that absolutely spot on. My only criticism, and maybe they do a 38mm version, but obviously I would have preferred, for me, a 38mm version. Goes without saying, it does have a slight Rolex Explorer 1655 feel about it, but without being a blatant homage. It's definitely got its own character, and they've done that balance of modernity and vintage so right. They haven't gone overboard with the faux patinaed loom. I want to say this about Christopher Ward, and maybe it's something that you guys don't realize, but every time a brand sends in a watch, they should automatically get your respect, because not every brand does that. Mainly because they prefer to control the promotion, because, you know, with the established industry, they pay magazines or whatever. They just don't want any criticism, which is understandable. It's their choice, right? You guys know me. If there's something I detest about a watch or a big problem, I'll say it. A lot of brands don't like even tiny little bit of criticism on their watches. So I've got to say, you know, any brand that lends in their watches, and that goes for the big boy brands as well, they get my respect automatically, because it just shows that they're willing to engage with you guys. They're willing to embrace the community and social media. Anyway, so yeah, I'm rabbiting on. I'm not. What am I doing? I'm discussing the ethics of watch media, I guess. Yeah, it's not perfect. There's already some things I don't like about it, but it's a really cool watch. I can't deny it. It's quite endearing and mesmerizing to look at. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, right. On to this bad boy. So yeah, I bought another Tudor Date-Day or Date-Day. They like to differentiate from their bigger brother brand. There's some very specific reasons. As you guys know, I'm saving up for my Royal Oak. I've never lost money with a Tudor. Why don't I just buy this and enjoy it, and then sell it if I want to when I'm ready? I've got some more funds together for my Royal Oak. You can do that with Tudor, and this is one of the main reasons I think it's one of the best watches under $3,000. Also, you got so much choice, colors of the dials. You guys saw my linen dial I had before. There's blue. You can even get the rarer California dial, which those are north of 3,000. Black, silver, you name it, right? So you got a lot of choice. Also, you got the choice of two-tone, steel, all the rest of it. The practicality of the complication. Day-Day is a great everyday watch. I always forget and seldom remember what day of the ruddy week it is. So for me, it's very, very useful. You get that practicality that the DateJust have. If you guys remember the video I did about the DateJust, and I think it was titled something like "The Only Luxury Watch You'll Ever Need" or something like that. This is very much in that same category, because you got the oyster case, the screw down crown, the 100-meter water resistance. It's that kind of watch that works in the boardroom, in the swimming pool, on vacation. Dress it up, dress it down, you name it, it can do it. You have all the practicality and versatility of a DateJust. Very few watches can do that. The quality, you've got the quality and mastery of manufacturing that's inherent in the Rolex family. Tudor has it as well. The finishing, everything, it's impeccable. It actually, I must admit, these two are quite evenly matched. That's how good the Christopher Ward is. So you got that quality. You've got that value retention. Now, when people talk about value, right, it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, especially when you see high-end collectors go, oh, I only buy this, or I only buy Rolex because they keep their value and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you've got 12 Rolexes in your collection. What on earth are you worried about a couple of $100, right? Well, actually, I'm just as frugal, to be honest.
Don't touch the watch.
You know, the Patrick Bateman types of this world obviously are in that mindset. With Tudor, as the brand continues to rise in popularity, especially these days with their marketing moves they're making by having very pop culture brand ambassadors like Gaga and Beckham, of course, the brand is undeniably doing well, right? You have the heritage of Tudor. And something that is definitely special to me is that I love the link to British history, the Tudor dynasty, which was, as I've said a million times, one of Hans Wilsdorf's inspirations for the name of the brand. Not only that, the strength of their offerings and their position with Rolex behind them. So as the brand grows, the vintage, well, this is not technically, I don't consider it vintage, but a lot of the day dates are, they will also grow as well. For example, the little Tudor Submariner, where is it? I don't have it right here, but usually it's sitting in the winder. But The Tudor Submariner I bought. Okay, it's a mid-size, not as desired as the full size, right? But even since I bought it, it's gone up $1,000, something like that. If I sold it now, I'd probably make a profit. You guys know I buy watches for enjoyment, but having that peace of mind, so to speak, you can't deny it's a good thing too. Also, it's a classic design. Just like the DateJust, it gives you that feeling. And something I really like about this particular reference, the 76213, with the 36mm case, if you remember before I had the 35mm case, I couldn't put a Jubilee. I'd have to specially get a 19mm lug width, you know, which is very, very annoying. This last generation before the switch to the Glamour, I could switch out my wife's DateJust Jubilee bracelet, put it in here, and it would work perfectly fine. So I like that too. In fact, actually, I haven't even done that yet because I'm really enjoying the bracelet it came on. And it is a luxury watch. You've got the use of yellow gold, a precious metal. Okay, it's not an in-house movement like Rolex, but you've got a decorated ETA in there, which are rock solid. Rest assured, it's not gonna, you know, it has that dependability. And if you are the Patrick Bateman type, it looks like a DateJust, right? And I have to say, the white dial, I don't know why they're so underappreciated. I think since getting this, I was a little bit dubious. There's a little bit of perturbation because the white dial in some of the pictures doesn't look as nice, but in the flesh, it is incredibly elegant. And I love the applied numerals. Yellow gold applied Romans, spectacular, absolutely spectacular. So can you blame me? Can you blame me? And while I continue to save up for my Royal Oak, I know that I'm going to be vulgar. I'm going to talk money. I paid exactly $2,000 for this. Immaculate condition, box papers, the lot, the works. To be honest, apart from a few scuffs on the fluted bezel, it looked brand new. I mean, you saw, right? Almost identical to the scale and proportions of my wife's DateJust, which I've been eyeing and kind of was an inspiration for this. I'm twinsies with my wife. I think we're going to go out on brunch on Sunday and she's going to wear a DateJust and I'm going to wear this. Is that sad? I don't know. The wife thinks it's cute, but anyway, that's all that matters, right? A victim of my own research, but I don't regret it at all. It's a safe buy. If there ever was a safe buy, this is probably one of the top. Sorry about the sound of rain coming in. My favourite weather. Yeah, you could take the boy out of London, but you can't take London out of the boy. So I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, my throat's going. Star Trek mug. Got the old Star Trek mug. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.
This is a public service reminder for the good gentry. Please follow us on Instagram, join the Facebook UGWC group, and click on the bell to keep notified of new videos. Don't forget to keep it positive, keep it gentry, onwards and upwards. Thank you.